everyone, this is my teaching practice 3, which is a short sequence of a warm-up and a cool-down to the pose Dandasana, which is our staff pose. I'll just very quickly show you what that pose is. It's where we sit down with our legs out like this, up tall, so you know what we're aiming for. And it's called the staff pose because your legs are representing the staff. You all know what a staff is, but I just want to show you this picture, which is one of the cards from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. That's a nice staff, if you want to keep an image in your mind while we're doing this sequence. Okay, get your yoga mat, get yourself a couple of blocks. As with every yoga class, if there's something that you don't think that you want to do, don't do it. And if anything hurts, please stop doing it. It's not a competition. We're not in competition with anybody else in the room. We're not in competition with ourselves. So please all rise, come to the top edge of your mat. And we're going to start off by standing in Dandasana, which is our mountain pose. So take our feet, put our big toes together like this to make a triangle shape between your feet with your heels out like that. Then stand up tall, keep a little micro bend in your knees, keep your knees soft. Have your palms of your hands facing forward, like this. Keep your shoulders back and down, head up, chin slightly forward, slightly tucked in. And just think about your posture for a moment. You need to have a line going from your shoulder to your elbow to your wrist, on both sides. Just take a moment to feel your body. And imagine that you've got a golden thread coming from the crown of your head up to the ceiling, keeping you strong and tall. Pull up on Mula Bandha, which is your pelvic floor muscles which stop you doing a wee. Gauge your abdominal muscles. This posture is good for the posture. And just take a moment to take a few breaths in and out through your nose. Just check in with yourself. See how you're feeling. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, close your eyes. And with your dominant hand, take that staff, ground it down into the floor in front of you. Have it there in front of you while we're doing the sequence. And ask your staff to give you strength, courage, and support. I'm just going to do a bit of a warm up now. So stand with your feet hip distance apart and just start circling your wrists one way and then back the other way. You may hear some clicks going on here. Put your hands on your hips, come up onto your right toes, plant your left foot firmly into the mat, have your right toes on the mat, and if you're ready, come up and then just circle your ankle one way and then the other way. If you need a chair or something to hold on to, or you can hold on to the wall, then please do if you're feeling a bit wobbly. Then plant your right foot back down, come up on the toes of your left, bring that foot up and circle that ankle. Ooh, hear the clicks. Ooh. One way and then the other way. And plant that foot back down. Then I'm just going to do some shaking. Shake your wrists. Shake up to your elbows. Get your arms all warmed up. Then up to your shoulders. Shake, shake, shake. And just do the same with the legs. So if you want to put your hands on your hips or hold a chair or something or the wall, please do. And start off, plant your left foot firmly onto the mat. And just shake your ankle. Shake up to the knee. Then all the way up to the hip. Good old shake there. Then plant the right foot firmly back down. Come up on the toes of your left foot, and again, just shake. Shake your foot, shake your ankle, shake your knee, all the way up to your hip. shake it off. Plant that foot firmly down. Bring your feet to a little bit further than hip distance apart. And we'll just do some hip circles. Remembering to keep your shoulders back and down. If you want to release your hands off, you can. Feel your hips going round. Then change direction. Warm up the core. Okay, good, you're doing really well. Some nice hip circles going on out there. Then bring your feet back to that mountain pose that I showed you, with your toes, big toes together, that nice triangle. And we're going to do some forward folds, Dandasana. And we're first going to fold just a tabletop. So and if you've got a bad back or high blood pressure, please only fold to tabletop. Don't do full inversions. So just breathe in. As you exhale, come down slowly. Nice flat back tabletop. Keep your shoulders back and down. Face parallel to the floor. Find your drifty, your still point on the floor. And don't put any weight on your hands, on your legs. Just somewhere to put your hands. Just rest them on your legs. And just stay in this pose for a few deep breaths. In and out through the nose. Bend in your knees, come back up slowly, have a little bit of a shake out, check your posture, check your feet again, stand up straight and tall, shoulders back and down, pull up a Mula Bandha again, deep breath in and out, and this time we're going to go all the way to the ground, full inversion if we can. If you need a block to hold on to, put one in front of you now. You know you can't get your hands all the way to the floor. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, come all the way down. Let that head hang just as far as is comfortable for you. If you need to hold your block, that's more comfortable, great. If you can get your hands flat on the floor, even better. It's not a competition. So inhale. And your exhale, see if you can bring your fingers down just a little bit further. Just hang. This pose is good for stimulating the liver and the kidneys. Excellent, you're doing really well. See, some of you have got your hands all the way to the floor there. Brilliant. So inhale, and on your next exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, come down onto your knees. And then sit in Sukhasana, easy pose. We've got our legs crossed here, we're not trying to get into the lotus position. We're going to do some seated twists. So just check your posture, make sure your sit bones are right in the mat. Put your hands under your bottom and pull out that excess flesh. You can actually feel those bones grounding you down into your mat. Sit up straight, shoulders back and down. Then take your right hand and place it behind your back, like this. I'll turn around so you can see what I'm doing. Like this. And take your left hand, place it onto your shoulder. And when you're ready, make sure you're sitting up and tall. Bring your waist up out a bit. Breathe in, and on your exhale, twist round, looking over your shoulder. Take a few deep breaths in and out here. And again, inhale to lengthen and sit up a bit more. And as you exhale, see if you can just twist round just a little bit more. And exhale to release off. And we'll do that on the other side. So left arm, back of your hand into your back, like this. And I'll show you. Then right hand onto the left shoulder. Lengthen up, shoulders back and down, and twist. Remember to keep breathing in and out. Find that drifty point to look at, something on the wall, something in the room to focus on. Inhale, exhale. And on your next exhale, come back to centre. And turn to face you. I think you've all got it now. So back round to the right. So right hand behind your back, left hand on that shoulder. Inhale, exhale to twist. Twists are great for digestion. Gets into the twist of your body. Helps the colon with its peristalsis. Pass all your food along through your body. Exhale, back to centre. Last one. Left hand into the small of your back, not into the small of your back, into your waist. The other side there. Right hand on your shoulder. Sit up straight. Exhale. Remember to find that drifty point. Something to look at. And next exhale, come back to centre. Just put your arms around a bit. Shake the shoulders off a bit. And now we're going to do our butterfly pose. So carry on, make sure those sit bones are still grounded into your mat. If you need to move your flesh out of the way again, please do. We're going to do butterfly pose. So we put the soles of our feet together like this and interlock your fingers like this. Put your hands over your toes and walk forward on your sit bones as far as you can get towards your heels. Sit up, remembering we've got that golden thread coming from the crown up to the ceiling. And just take a few deep breaths here. And what we're trying to do then is just take your elbows, gently place them on your knees and just push down. Shoulders back and down. Just try and increase the stretch. You may feel a burn here. It's not supposed to be painful, it's just supposed to be like a bit of a burn as the muscle releases off. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, put a bit more pressure on those knees. If you want to, you can put blocks under your knees. Help give you a bit more of a push down, something to rest on. If that's comfortable for you, if you want to try that. The aim of this pose is to get your knees flat on the floor. So if you can do that, it's wonderful. If you can't, it's something to aim for. I can see some of you in the room are able to do that already, which is brilliant. So what we're doing this for is hip openers. Start warming those hips through so we can move our legs at their full mobility. Just hold on to your ankles while you're putting that pressure into your knees. Okay. And just release off. So just give your legs a bit of a shake, body a bit of a shake. And I'm going to move down here. Please come, just check there's nothing behind you on your mat. Please come down your mats. I'm going to turn face this way, so you can see what I'm doing. And we're now going to go into our staff pose, Dandasana. And there's 3 stages to the pose. There's the A, the B and the C. And we're going to start with the A. So it starts off with the easiest one and then they get slightly harder. But at each stage, stop at the stage that you are most comfortable with. So for our A, again, sit bones need to be on the floor. So move that flesh out of the way, feel yourself grounded. Start to sit up straight and strong. Slight bend, tuck with your chin here. The aim is we've got that occipital space, which is the part where your head joins your neck. That space there should be slightly open. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Bend in your knees is the important bit. Heels on the floor. Legs and feet together, toes pointing down like that, and put your hands just next to you. We're not putting any pressure on the hands, palms down, right next to your hips, and sit up straight and tall. And this is our A of the staff pose. Just take a few deep breaths in and out. Find your drifty point. That could be your toes. So we've got our head slightly tilted forward. Look at your big toes. And remembering that we've asked our staff to give us strength. Excellent, you're doing really well. Now going to go into the B of the posture. So if you feel like you want to stay in the A, stay in the A. If you want to give the B a go, put your legs flat on the floor. The complete aim of Dandasana is that your entire leg is flat against the floor from the back of your ankles all the way up to your bottom. So push your legs together like this. Toes, you want the ball of your foot a bit furthest away from you, so spread those toes out like that. Check your sit bones. Hands are going to be slightly behind you in this one. If you can roll your thighs in together slightly, please do. And again, if it's not comfortable, just put a bend in your knees. You don't want your knees locked, they should be slightly soft, otherwise you're going to damage yourself. So for the part A, we have our hands here. Make sure just check your posture, check your alignment, that you're upright, nice straight back there. Remembering our legs are representing the staff. And for this one, you put our hands slightly behind us. If you've got any shoulder problems, wrist problems, elbow problems, please keep your hands here and just imagine your body going into the pose. Put your hands slightly behind you, tilt back, and just tilt your chin up slightly to keep your neck straight. And as you do this, you should feel your legs going deeper into the mat. And remembering to breathe. Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Remembering that we've asked our staff to give us courage. Find that drifty point, stare at your big toes. Breathing deeply. And sit yourselves back up. Give your hands and arms a little shake out. We're going to go into the true Dandasana now. Part C of the pose, and again, if you want to stay at A or B, please do. Just check your alignment again. Legs flat into the mat, toes spread out, pointing the ball of the foot forward. See if you can feel any difference with how much more you can get of your legs going flat into the mat. Knees slightly soft, they shouldn't be locked. Hands at your sides here now. Shoulders back and down, chin slightly tucked, staring at your big toes. And this is true Dandasana, Dandasana. Some people pronounce it differently. The staff pose. Your legs are that staff. This pose is good for emotional issues. It can help clear and focus your mind. It provides core strength. And just remembering the third thing that we asked our staff to give us is support. As you breathe in and out, just focus now on the support. Your body is supporting you. Feel your mind calming. Remembering that picture of the staff that I showed you. Okay, well done. Just have a bit of a shake off. Rotate your wrists if you want to and your ankles a little bit here. Bring a bit of life back into your legs. We're now going to do, I can't pronounce it, I'll try to, Dandasana, which is a counter pose to Dandasana. And again, if you've got any shoulder or back problems, don't try this at home. Now we need to bring our knees with a nice bend in them, our heels firmly into the mat. Hands need to go a little bit further behind your hips here. You may need to move your hands as we go up. Put all your weight into your hands. I'm going to first of all lift up like this with your knees at a right angle. Put your head back so you're looking at the ceiling. Keep your shoulders soft. This posture opens up the heart. Don't forget to breathe in and out. And very slowly bring your bottom back down to the mat. So that's the easy upward plank, the counter pose to Dandasana. If you're happy with doing that one, do that one. If you've got any shoulder injuries, then just stay in Dandasana and just imagine your body going into that position. And the true Dandasana, again, hands behind you. This time, feet flat on the floor. Oh, hold on, hands a bit further behind you. Legs straight, keep your knees soft, and lifting up with the hips. Looking up to the ceiling. Find your drifting point on the ceiling. If it's too much for you, come back down. Inhaling and exhaling. Imagine that heart, your heart chakra opening up, giving you lots of love. And again, lower your bottom back down slowly to the mat. That's a strong pose. Well done, everybody. Shake it off. There's our reward for doing that. We can go into Shavasana. Check there's nothing behind you. Lie back down. Just rest your legs. Let your feet flop out. Let your arms flop out with your hands. Palms facing upwards. This pose is just about taking a pause. Just give your body a bit of a break after doing some strong poses there. Take a few, close your eyes if you want to. A few deep breaths in and out. Feel your body relaxing. If it's uncomfortable on your lower back, then please put your feet flat on the mat, your knees bent. That's more comfortable for you. I stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then flex your feet so they're pointing up to the ceiling. Put your legs together and do a full body stretch here. So put your palms facing down to the mat. Then inhale, raise your arms up over your head. Point your feet towards the wall and just stretch. Feel that stretch coming all the way down your body. Then we're going to inhale and exhale deeply. Really good stretch. This is a good one to do first thing in the morning while you're still in bed before you get up. And your next exhale, bring your arms back down. Shake your legs off a little bit. Put your feet flat on the mat for a second. And bring your knees up to your chest. Put your hands around your knees. Give yourself a hug. And just gently rock from side to side. Ease off that lower back. Then release your hands, but keep your knees where they are. And gently roll onto your right side. We always roll to our right. With the heart's on the left of the body. And take the pressure off the heart. And stay here just for a few moments, just to allow your blood pressure to stabilise. And when you're ready, put your weight into your hands Come up onto your knees. Sit up for a moment. Just check in with yourself. Deep breath. Then use your hands. Come up onto your feet. Give yourself a bit of a shake out. I'm just going to do a balance. We're going to do the twinkling star pose, which is my favourite pose. So stand with our feet far apart. You want your toes pointing out. You don't want your feet straight like this. You want them at an angle like that, so your knees go out if you were going to bend your knees. Straight and tall, shoulders back and down, pull up on Mula Bandha. Check in, you've got that golden thread coming up to the ceiling there. When you're ready, inhale, arms out, so in your nice star position there. Micro bend in the knee, knees soft, elbows should be soft, palms facing down. Excellent, lots of lovely stars. Now if you don't want to do the balance, then just stay like this. Keep breathing, find your drifty points to look at. But if you want to do the balance, then put all your weight into your left foot. No, into your right foot. Come up on the toes of your left foot. Bring your foot in a little bit closer. And lift up. And bend over. Rotate your palms to face me. Twinkle, twinkle. Remembering we've got that staff in front of us. And put your toes back down. Shake off a bit. And we'll do that on the other side. So check your feet. Check in with your feet if you're comfortable. Pull up a Mula Bandha. Shoulders back and down. Nice straight back. Hands with your palms facing down. Facing down. Then put all your weight into your right sorry. Left foot this time. Coming up on our right. Bend over as far as you can. Brilliant. I don't want any falling stars, so be careful. You might find one side easier to do than the other. And move your fingers to make those nice twinkling stars. Please remember to breathe. And put your foot back down. Shake it out. Just stand at the back of your mat now, back into Dandasana. Remember, have your toes together like this. With that nice triangle. Upright, check in with your body. Palms facing forward, pull up a Mula Bandha. Check you've got that alignment, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Palms facing forward. Put your dominant hand out, back on your staff. We're going to take our staff back. And just take a moment to thank our staff for giving us strength, courage and support. Shake it off. I'm going to come down into child's pose, Dandasana. Come down on your knees. You have your knees together, or if you find it more comfortable, keep your heels together and put your knees apart. Head down. You want your hands, palms facing upwards, down at your sides like this. If you find that uncomfortable, put your hands into fists. Rest your forehead here. And the child's pose reminds us that it's okay to take a rest. And I'm just going to read to you from the book what it says about the staff. The staff is a symbol of authority. It holds the power to temper extremes. The staff helps you find the right course of action, the way of the middle, and aids you to maintain your balance after you begin walking in that direction. The staff reminds you of the impermanence of all things, and that your authority must come from your deep longing to serve. few deep breaths in and out. And when you're ready, come back up onto your knees. And back into easy pose, Dandasana. Last time, check your sit bones. Thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed the sequence. Namaste.